Hey everybody, let me know if you guys can hear me and see me. I think we're good. So if you're in here, make sure you start commenting in the chat just so I can make sure that we're live, we're good, you can hear me. That way if I need to make any adjustments, I can do that. Hey Mal, thanks for joining. Glad to see a fellow Canadian on the chat. Hope you're doing well. Hey Herschel, how are you? I'll just wait for a few more people to join in, I think, before we start getting going on everything. I'm doing pretty good, considering that it was fairly warm yesterday and then we're gonna get snow tomorrow, but you know, such is the Canadian way. But I'm good. How are you doing, Mel? Let's see. Let's wait till we get a few more people in here, I think. Hi, Hannah. I know the lockdown in Ontario is definitely coming. Hey, Sam, how are you? Hope you're doing well. Yeah, I feel like it's it's gonna happen. We're gonna end up going on lockdown. I don't want to, but I mean, to be fair, I don't really leave the house anyway, so I guess it really doesn't really affect me all that much, but it's just the thought of having to go on lockdown again sucks, but yeah. Yeah, I think Ford's talking tomorrow. It honestly wouldn't surprise me if like it ends up being a nationwide thing, to be quite honest. Yes, we have very, very, very exciting news that was announced from the Walt Disney World Resort today, and that is the Food and Wine Festival has officially been announced. It's starting so early this year, like insanely early. July 15th, I think. Let me just double check. I gotta get my facts straight before we start this stream. That would be a good thing. Lindsay, get your act together. Okay, let me see. Yes, okay, so it starts July 15th and runs all the way through into November 20th. That's a very, very, very long time. Now, as a guest, that's amazing. I would love every second of it. Having been a former cast member in Epcot, that's a really long time mentally to deal with it. That's excessively long, I think. I think even for the average guest, I think that's a long time, especially AP holders who they're gonna see it for so long, because it used to start in September and then they started in August to kind of coincide with the early starting of Not So Scary. July's just crazy. That's so early. I don't get it. It's a lot of wine to consume. It's a lot of wine. It's actually really funny. So I have only just recently started getting into wine within the past year or two, probably 2 years. So whenever I worked there, I was not a wine person. So I was that person at the Food and Wine Festival that just got a beer. So hey Nat, how are you? Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining us. So yeah, so Nat, just so you know, we were just chit-chatting about the start of Food and Wine and how it starts really early this year. And we were also talking about the craziness that is Canada right now. Ice wine in Canada. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I'm gonna do this. Oh, that's awesome, Rachel. Thanks for coming in anyway. You can, girl, you stay as long as you can. I know you guys just did your time swap-a-roo, so now instead of being 4 hours, you're back to being 5 hours. I understand, but yes, definitely rewatch if you can. Love having you here. It is really exciting. I'm really excited for Food and Wine. I'm hoping that I can actually go. with everything that's going on in the world. I hope that I can actually experience it. But alas, we will still chit chat about it and see what everyone's excited about regarding it. Let's see. Okay, so we have in the chat today, we had Francisco earlier. I don't know if he's still in, but if so, hey Francisco. We have Mel, Herschel, Hannah, Sam, Rachel, Nat. We have Janine. Janine, Janine is like my kindred. I love her so dearly. Hi Janine. It's been far too long since we've seen each other, and it just needs to happen. It needs to happen permanently where we don't have to worry about being separated any longer. Yeah, I'm sure you'll be there for Food and Wine this year. Oh, I love you so much too. Tell your bae that I say hello, please. Let me see. Okay, so what is happening? Okay, so Janine, you missed it, but I said that I know that Food and Wine starting on July 15th, and I said that as a fan and now just park goer, that's great, starting early. As a cast member, it hurts my head, but you know. Hey Chris, thanks for joining. Oh yeah, Rachel, I love that. We had so much fun working with you too. I know that Janine and I made for ridiculous shifts, so. Hey girl, Superfly, that's a fun name. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream where we're talking about food and wine and all that fun stuff and all the things that people are excited about. So if you're just joining us, hello. Make sure you give the stream a thumbs up. Hit subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you hit that notification bell to be notified each time I go live and make a new video. Usually I go live, well, now I'm going live every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I usually post a vlog or something of that nature once a week. So yeah, this week, you may get 2 videos. I'm not really sure yet if I want to spoil it or what, but I had an unexpected video that I posted yesterday. So, hey Cheryl, thanks for joining. Super exciting to see you here. Thank you. All right, so shall we get to it then? Shall we talk about Food and Wine? Now, where do we start? Because, okay, so not everything has been announced just yet. Basically, it's the standard dates have been released. So again, that's July 15th until November 20th, I believe it was. And so we have the dates there. We have some things that are going on. Like we have the Ratatouille, Remy's Ratatouille Hide and Squeak. That's there all the time. Well, all the time. It's there every Food and Wine. It's also typically there during Festival of the Arts, and also there during the Flower and Garden Festival in different ways. But it's all relatively the same, where you go and find hidden Remy's all around the World Showcase, which is really fun. It's definitely something to do to occupy yourself if you're not having enough fun at Food and Wine, which I'm sure you already are, but there you go. You see, there's so much to do. So much to do. So right now, the food booths haven't really been announced, which is really the most expensive. Well, true. It's the most expensive part, but yeah, it is possible. It's impossible to not have enough fun for sure. But yeah, so the food stations, the countries, all that stuff, those haven't been announced just yet. However, there are certain things that have been announced, which is, like I said, we have Remy's Ratatouille Hide and Squeak. And I'm going to read off of my computer here just to make sure I don't say anything weird, because it's the first I've kind of heard of it. So this is called Emil's Fromage Montage. For those who don't know, fromage is French for cheese. It's a much prettier word than the word cheese. And it says here, you can sample all sorts of delicious cheeses served in fun ways as part of Emil's Fromage Montage. If you collect a stamp from 5 different global marketplaces, you'll earn a prize. So awesome. That sounds fun. I would do that. Okay, so I'm not unpopular opinion. I am not the biggest cheese fan. I love cheese on my pizza, obviously. I love cheese curds. But there's like a specific Eastern Ontarian cheese that I love. It's called St. Albert's or St. Albert, where it depends if you're Francophone or Anglophone. But it's the best cheese in Canada. I don't care what anyone says. So because I grew up with that, I don't have a palate for a lot of cheeses. Like old cheese can't do it. It's too like aftertasty, you know. It's just, I like cheese, but not the way some people do. Yeah. I like cooking with cheese. I like goat cheese. I like feta cheese. But like just to sit there and eat a whole bunch of random cheeses, not really my thing. But there's something for everyone at these festivals. So there you go. And of course, you have the merchandise that obviously it's way too early for them to announce just yet what they're having or what their slogan is and what the color palette is. Typically, it's those like Merlots. Yeah, blue cheese. No, thank you. Not a fan. Not a fan. Yeah, some cheeses are okay, but I'm not one to go like seek out cheese. Not particularly. Like if some people get really excited over cheese boards, no, not particularly. The grape ears. Oh my God, I forgot about those. Oh my God, I need to find those. The grape ears. I forgot about those, Mel. Yeah, those ones were cool. Why can't I find them? But I know which ones you're talking about. Oh my God, this is so annoying. But yeah, no, I can't. Why can't I find them? Oh, yes. Okay, here they are. Okay, so as a description, they are like, they're those Merlot kind of deep purple sequin. Has like, it's like a cork material bow with grapes in the middle. Mel, are those the ones you're talking about? Because that's the ones that I'm envisioning. So those ones were actually really cute. I was a fan of those. I don't own them, but yeah, I kind of wish I did. What was I thinking? I don't know. But yeah, so they're definitely cute. Hang on, I'll see if I can like find a link to a picture that I can put in here. Let me see. I'm sure I can find that. I think there's just like an eBay link, but I can't really find a better picture. Oh, maybe this one will work. Yeah. Let's see. For goodness sake. What a mess I am today. Okay, so here we go. This, I think that'll bring them there. Mel, let me know if that link works. I think it works on my end, but I don't know if that's because I've had it open. But those are the grape ears. So super, they were really cute. Very, 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 very cute. And while I don't know if this is all that professional, but because, oh great, thanks Mel. But because we're talking about food and wine, this is the professional part. I am wearing my Epcot food and wine shirt from 2012. It's so old. But yeah, so you see it has like the food and the drink from each pavilion across the World Showcase. Let me see. So like, oh, you can't see here, Rachel. This one's for you. You have a Guinness with fish and chips. Hang on, where was Canada? Canada is, oh, duh, right beside the UK. It has a beer and a steak. Although this steak doesn't look like it was cooked yet, but you know. But anyway, so this is like so old. So old. But yeah. Just trying to think. Of course, the USA one makes me laugh. It's just a beer can and a burger. Like, there's got to be something else. Like, couldn't you do like a, I don't know, like a seafood boil or something from Louisiana? I don't know. Like, I feel like there's something bigger than burgers and a can of beer. But, you know. Yeah, I know. But, like, it even could have been like something like ribs or something. But, nope, just a burger and a can of beer. But yeah, so apple pie and cheddar. What? Apple pie and cheddar? What did I miss? Sorry, I'm so confused. Okay, so Mal's just as confused as me. So it's a thing in the US? Ooh, ew. I've never heard of that. Where in the US? I'm never going there if that's the case. I am Googling that right now. Apple pie and cheddar. If I learned how to spell that, that is repulsive. Apple and cheese pie. Yeah, it's Mel, Google it. Ew. Ew. Oh, no, thank you. Ugh. No, that doesn't go together. That, like, okay, so I've had like a green apple and brie, like, warm sandwich, like almost like a panini style. That's good, but not cheddar cheese and apples. That is so weird. Yes, Mel. I'd love to see your combination of things that you shouldn't be eating together. That's disgusting. Ew. Ew. Well, thanks for sharing that, Hannah. That is disgusting. You learn something new every day, don't you? You learn something new every day. I'm pretty sure it's everyone on here is the same people that started with me, but that's awesome. If you can share the stream out, that would be awesome. And even give it a thumbs up. Send it out to your friends and family. Make sure they subscribe and hit that notification bell. Spaghetti and marshmallows, no matter how many times Elf. Yeah, no. There's a reason why they look at him weird when he eats that stuff. Like crushes Pop-Tarts on it. No. No, thank you. I like marshmallows and I like spaghetti, but I will never put the two together. No, I will not. No, ma'am. Okay, so let's go back to the Food and Wine Festival. I look really pale right now. Sorry about that, guys. But we have the entertainment that is going to be coming to the Food and Wine Festival. So they haven't said that Eat to the Beat is not happening, but they haven't said that it is happening. So that's going to be one of those things that's going to be brought up later on. And I feel like that's going to be completely dependent on what the mandates are saying across the board. So the United States is doing really, really well with their vaccines, which is great. They're consistently moving forward with it, which is awesome, which is going to help open up those doors across the nation, I think. However, is it going to open up enough doors to create that environment again where we can have those series? I hope so. I think we all hope so. But hey, Jeremy Kane, thanks for joining. My favorite park. Okay, so this I feel like depends on my day, but if I had to pick one off the top of my head right now, it's a very, 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 very narrow margin that makes it really hard for me to pick between Hollywood Studios and Epcot. But from whenever I was a kid, I'm going to say that it's Hollywood Studios. I was in love with that park back when it was MGM Studios. I have an MGM Studios mug somewhere around here. Let me flex for you a second. That's not it. There we go. There's my MGM mug. Super cute. I love this mug. It's very old, but I'm glad that I have it. But yes, I'm gonna say Hollywood Studios is probably my favorite. And this is like well before Galaxy's Edge got there. I just loved that park in general. So yes, Rock and Roller Coaster and Tower of Terror are phenomenal rides. They are definitely up there with my faves. Great Movie Ride was one of my absolute favorite rides across. Oh, I'm sorry, I have the hiccups. They were my favorite rides Great movie ride. Oh my god, I lost my train of thought. Great movie ride was my favorite ride across property. And then, alas, it is no longer there. It was super disheartening. I was really upset about it. But then I rode Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. And it's actually a really good ride. So, for what they took away from me, they gave me something really good. So, I can't complain. And I say they took it away from me as if it was a personal decision that they chose to do against me. But, you know. Okay, so if we're going back to the, Eat to the Beat, it's a little too soon to call. However, you're going to still have things like, the Jamators, or not, I don't know, the Jamators. No, the Jammin' Chefs, that's what it'll be. Yeah, I love the robbery. Oh, yeah. That's one of the best things. I actually really liked the cowboy scene because I got it so infrequently that it was like a treat when I got the cowboy scene. Okay, so we're going to have Voices of Liberty. Obviously, they just adjust their song list essentially to the event that's happening at hand. We have Mariachi Cobre, which will be really cool. They're awesome. They're there all the time as well. So we'll see those standard things. But we still don't really know about Eat to the Beat. I loved Eat to the Beat because that was when Boyz II Men would show up, Sugar Ray, Hanson. Yeah, I think I saw when I was there in 2015 to 2016 working, I think I went to every Hanson show. I went to almost every Sugar Ray show. I know I went to at least one. Yeah, Eat to the Beat was great, right, Rachel? So good. So good. Oh, man. Speaking of Hanson and the Food and Wine Festival, so I don't know, okay, has anyone been there in recent years where they've noticed if the Hanson beer has been in the American Adventure Pavilion again? You were on Turbulence last week. You fell asleep. It was actually sneezy. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I'm glad that you woke up to a smoother plane, Herschel. Yeah, so if anyone was there to see, I don't know if anyone even remembers if the Hanson beer was there. It was called Hops. I know it was there for Food and Wine of 2015. It wasn't my favorite beer, but I got one because I got it because Taylor Hanson told me to get it. So yeah, I was watching the Hanson show. He goes, hey, if anybody wants to try our beer, it's called Hops. It's over there. So sure enough, I fangirled my way over there and I got a Hanson beer. I didn't particularly like it, but I drank it all for the sake of Taylor Hanson. So we've all taken one for the team. So, you know, he's Taylor Hanson. He's a teen heartthrob. How can you not? All right, so let's see what else we got cooking over here. Okay, see what I did there? Cooking, Food and Wine. Okay, so now Reese brought this up, so I'm not going to take the credit for finding this because this was definitely a Reese thing. Okay, so the Eat to the Beat dining package page is technically up on the website, and it does say that you need valid admission and park reservation for the same park on the same date required. However, oh, hi Heather! However, like I said, it's all going to be relative to what happens. So everybody welcome Heather. She had some awesome streams this week. So if you haven't checked her out, you should. She's at Vacation Exploration. I will pop her channel up. Oh my God, I had it open earlier, Heather. I am so sorry. I will get it open. But yeah, so she is an awesome streamer. She goes live about 3 times a week. I guess I mention her each time, but that's good. So she actually goes live on, she goes once a week at home for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And it used to be WandaVision, now it's new. So she does cover the recent episodes. So if you have watched it when she goes live, definitely watch it because, I mean, if you haven't, if you don't want spoilers, then check out the replay after you do watch it. But definitely tune in for her channel. She's great. She's super into it, which is really cool. Yeah, so definitely check her out. Give me 1 second. I have it up here. Oh no, where did I? Ugh, for goodness sakes. Okay, I'll get my thing up. Like I said, get your act together, Lindsay. I am so off my game right now. It is not even funny. Okay, so. I see what I did. Okay, so here we go. Here is Heather's channel. So definitely pop over there. She will be greatly appreciative, as I will. She's awesome. She's been so supportive of this channel, as has many of my Disney friends. So thank you so much again for all of your support and assistance and everything. I know I have like 1,000,001 questions all the time, so greatly appreciate it. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. So, and Heather is like so close to hitting 6K subscribers. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you do that and make sure you share her streams and channel out because she deserves every bit of that. So I appreciate you. Okay, so back to food and wine. Now, what else okay, so I guess we can talk about merchandise a little bit. We know for sure they're going to end up coming out with a Spirit jersey because they always do. They're probably going to come out with a Spirit jersey mask that matches said Spirit jersey. They will most definitely have ears. So those are things we know. We know they're going to have wine glasses and tumblers. What else do we know that they will have? They're going to have the reusable plates and cups, and probably reusable cutlery that you can take around the world. Magic bands, for sure. Magic bands, Heather, for sure. And they'll probably have several. They'll have limited release ones and they'll have limited edition ones. Hey, Isaac, welcome to the channel. Let's see. Oh, good. And it's the real Isaac, everyone. Yay. Hey, real Isaac. Yes, definitely. They'll definitely have pins for sure. For sure. And then you're going to have your annual pass holder stuff. So that's always good too. So, everyone give a big round of applause for the real Isaac Nihal. Outrageous. Outrageous. So funny. Oh, God. You're just so popular, Isaac. People can't help it. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, so we know for sure the main places that you can get your merchandise at the Food and Wine Festival. Basically, every time there's a festival in Epcot, you're going to go to Mouse Gear, Port of Entry, and World Traveler. Usually have the most amount of stuff. World Traveler is where you're going to find the hidden gems. But usually Mouse Gear and Port of Entry do hold the majority of the merch. So, yeah. Yay, we love not fake Isaac. Yeah, so you'll find most of that stuff there. You'll also get like all the kiosks around the World Showcase as well that will have, they're like the festival, I guess festival kiosks. I don't know exactly. Festival booths? I don't know exactly what they're called. Janine, if you're still on here, you're going to know exactly what you guys call them. But they have a lot of the random merchandise here and there. So magic bands are typically found at Mouse Gear, although they can be found at Camera Center too. Another hidden spot that people don't often look at. Now let's see, based on what the Walt Disney World website says, the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival Global Marketplaces. So these are going to be, okay, so this is how they broke it down as to what foods will be available. So African, American, Asian, bakery, British, Chinese, French, German, Greek, Irish, Italian, Japanese, Latin, Moroccan, Norwegian, Polynesian, seafood, and sushi. Elliot. Hi, Elliot. I'm French and the what? Hang on, let me see this. I'm French and the has just confirmed. Yeah, I think everything's a little bit up in the air right now. I'm sorry to hear that, Elliot. I'm sure it'll be, when it opens, it's going to be better than ever. But I am really sorry to hear about that. I can imagine it's a little difficult over there. But thanks for joining the stream. Hope this can be a little bit of touch of magic for you, us talking about the parks. So is there anything that anyone loves in particular about the Food and Wine Festival that's different than the other festivals? Like, what can you experience there that you can't experience or haven't experienced in other places? Or other festivals, I should say. So I know my personal favorite food item. I'll just go on and I'll start the conversation. In France, it's the escargot croissant. That is my jam. I could literally eat those all day long. They are so good. It sounds gross for those who don't like that kind of thing and exotic things like that, but Hannah, yes. Hannah and I love the escargot croissant. Like, we literally could have went back there like 10 times to get it. If it wasn't so expensive, I probably would have had that for every meal of the day. Several of them at that. But they are definitely my favorite thing in the World Showcase for food and wine. And a lot of people are partial to the steak in the Canada Pavilion. Yeah, it's pretty good, but it's really too good. The escargot is really too good. That's your Christmas meal? That's clever. I should think of that. I'll try to convince my fam. That'd be an interesting one. But I mean, hey, if that might be a super normal, it probably might be. That is super normal for you to eat in France. That's something that I'm going to bring over here. I'll be like, hey, I'm French Canadian. I can do that. Well, that's what I'm saying. Let's see. I am super congested today, and I don't know why. Oh, escargots are so good, Nat. So good. Let's see. I'm trying to, like, check on everything here. There's just, like, so much to look at. But at the same time, okay, there's so much to look at, yet there's so little information. Let me see. Okay, so we're gonna, as of right now, from what I can imagine, they're still gonna have the cavalcades going around the promenade. However, if they increase capacity, I can foresee those things kind of slowing down a little bit, and they might have more like hidden spots for characters like they do for Winnie the Pooh, where he was catching butterflies and stuff for a while. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say, I guess. Hard to say. Let me see here. Let me see. Does anyone have a favorite band that they saw during Eat to the Beat at all? Because I already told you, Boys to Men for me. I'm trying to think of everybody I've seen. I've seen a lot of people during Eat to the Beat. Okay, so there's Boys to Men, Hanson, Sugar Ray, Wilson Phillips. I saw Kenny G. I love Kenny G. So I'm not even embarrassed to say it. I love Kenny G. He's the jam. Yes, Wilson Phillips. Okay, Rachel, you saw them too. Okay, that's good. Yeah, they're so good. I'm just trying to think who else. So many people have played. Oh boy, who? I can't even think of everything. Oh, Blue October was, yeah. See, like so I kind of grew up with Blue October, but I think there was only like one song that I can recall off the top of my head that's theirs. But I'm not like a huge fan. Everything is normally open at Disneyland. Oh, just a mandatory mask. What? Oh, okay. I don't. Sorry, I'm either missed what you said or hang on. Let me go back. Yes, Smash Mouth, Rachel, for sure. Everything is normally open at Disneyland with COVID. Just a mandatory mask. Oh, I don't really, to be fair, I can't really say anything about Disneyland Paris. I don't know enough about what's been going on there, so I don't want to give any misinformation. There might be other people in the chat, though, that might have a bit more information, so you guys can definitely chit-chat about that amongst yourselves or even educate me on what's going on. I just don't want to give any misinformation about that park. You've never seen any of the bands, Heather? That's interesting. That's interesting. Heather's like on the food run though. She's always getting the good food. Always getting the good food. Okay, let me see. So the fun thing too with the food are the passports. Okay, well, if you don't understand too well, it's normal. I'm not very good. That's okay. If you, honestly, Elliot, if you are more comfortable typing in French, I can try and understand it. Like I'm pretty, okay, I've lost some of my French, but I can pretty much understand what you're trying to say if that's more comfortable for you. Just make sure that even though it's going to be in a different language, please make sure that it's still family friendly. We just want to keep this PG as possible. So not that I think you won't, but just in case. Nat's there for the food too. Yeah, for sure. And Nat, did you do the food and wine run? I don't know if you did the run or not. I can't remember. I feel like you told me once, and then I'm a terrible person because I feel like I forgot. So. Let's see. I admit that I use Google. It's on your bucket list. Yeah, I want to do it too. So we should do it together. We should definitely try to do it together, Nat. That'd be so much fun. We can make Heather join in. Heather, we're voluntelling you that you're going to do the Food and Wine Run Disney event. So while we're in the conversation of food and wine, I feel like this is still kind of PG-ish, but I'm just going to show, because this is food and wine related, I'm just doing product knowledge for those of you. This you can get at the Canada Pavilion. I don't know if it's still the case, but Moosehead, the Canada Pavilion at one point was the only place outside of Canada that you could get Moosehead on draft. So that was kind of cool. That was like the main selling point. Like when people would come to the merchandise area and go, hey, we're going to go over in that big line. Can you tell us what to get now? Be like, well, you can get one that people have already had. You can get a craft, or you can get one that you can't get outside of Canada anywhere else. So that's where that one was kind of fun. Moosehead. So yeah, I think you can get Moosehead Light there now, and I don't even think they sell that in Canada. So I don't know. I don't know. It's like they made it for Disney or something. I don't know. Weird. But yeah, so Moosehead, it's a lager. Where is it from? Let's check, shall we? I want to say it's... Why doesn't it want to tell me this? Aha, okay, it is from New Brunswick. That's exactly what I thought. So it's from New Brunswick. And New Brunswick, for those who don't know, is actually the only officially bilingual province in Canada. So, fun fact for everyone. Fun fact. Hey, Chelsea! Welcome! I just filled some people in on some Canada knowledge. I worked with Chelsea, and back in 2012, in the Canada Pavilion. She was in attractions, I was in merchandise, and we had the most magical of times. So welcome, Chelsea. Chelsea, do you recognize this shirt? I feel like you will. Oh, I feel like you might own it. Hey, Reese, welcome. What? They harassed you. You don't have that? Oh, I'm so surprised. I am so surprised. Hi, Shelby. Oh my God, it's like Canada reunion. Okay, so I also worked with Shelby in the Canada Pavilion. So, hey, welcome. It's the live stream. It's a Disney Home live stream with CRPs. So we have Rachel, who I worked with when she was in the UK POV as a CRP. Now we have Chelsea and Shelby, my two loves from my program. Oh, the fun fact about the bilingual province. Yeah, no one liked to believe that, so I'm glad. But Shelby, I have one thing left to say to you, and that's simply just to watch out for the sharks in the pool. And there's only one person that can go swim with them. That's all I'm saying. You'll know what I mean. I don't need to elaborate any further on that one. So I think I have the gray Canada shirt. I do have it. Where is it? One second. I think I have it here. Nope, not that one. Okay, so want. Pretty sure it's in the wash. I wear it all the time, so careful. This will turn into a whole CRP reunion. So, oh, so funny. So funny. See, Shelby, I knew you would get that. Every time I go to Margaritaville, Shelby, I think of you. And when the balloon fin popped in the middle of the outlet mall. So, let's see. Okay, so if you're brand new here, make sure you hit the like button and share the stream out to your friends and family, because we're all a big family here. If you haven't heard, I guess 2 weeks ago now, we have now proclaimed that all people who are subscribed to SwishWilly and Disney and are SwishWilly and Disney fans, they're now called the Wild Willies. So if you want your friends and family to be part of the Wild Willies, make sure you share the stream out and make sure you make a big thumbs up on this stream. That would be lovely. So every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. we go live for Walt Disney World Wednesdays. We try to stay as on topic as possible. We're staying relatively on topic. We haven't really verged out of Epcot territory tonight, so that's great. We got Reese in here. Reese loves Epcot, big Figment fan. So we got several people in here. I guess almost everybody in here I have met in Epcot, unless I haven't met you at all. But I'm gonna say that's pretty well the case. So it's no surprise that they're tuning in for this stream in particular. So yay. All right, so let me see here. All right, so Elliot, what's your favorite attraction in Walt Disney World? My favorite attraction. Oof. Yeah, on topic till CRPs come on chat, yeah. Okay, my favorite attraction. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to say it's Haunted Mansion. It's Haunted Mansion. Haunted Mansion is up there. So, yeah. What's everybody else's favorite attraction? Let's have an attraction chat. Cheryl's too. Cheryl loves Haunted Mansion too. Solid. Where is my thing? Oh yeah, it's up there. All right, so Chelsea's favorite is going to be Oh Canada. Sam is Space. Heather is Haunted and Splash. Hannah's Everest. Yeah, I did know that one. I did know that. She's a big DAC fan. All right, let's see. Oh, Chelsea's is Big Thunder Mountain. It's not Oh Canada 360 Circle Vision show. All right, and we got Shelby with Tower of Terror. Everyone has really solid choices. I like all of those. Yeah, there's not one of those that I don't like. Chelsea, have you gone have you gone into the theater since they changed the Canada movie? Isaac is Splash Mountain. So the real Isaac Neal says Splash Mountain. Yes, the first test track, Rachel, far superior to the second one. I actually think that's a popular opinion, so. Oh my God, Chelsea. Okay, Chelsea, if you recited the whole Canada show right now, Isaac would love you because Isaac knows all of the words to everything. So I feel like you two would have like the best time right now doing that. Okay, in Disneyland, Paris, Haunted is Phantom Manor. I did know that. I forget what it is in, God, hang on. I know Heather probably knows right offhand. Oh, Nat's also Everest, solid. Oh, TTA, yep. It's like, I feel like it's never going to open, Isaac. The People Mover will never open. What is the all the Haunted Mansions have like different names. Like the North American ones are the only ones that are Haunted Mansion, I think. That's the one I'm thinking of, Mystic Manor. Thank you, Heather. I didn't even finish my sentence, but you knew what I was saying. You haven't been back since 2014. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's so long ago. Oh, Chelsea, you're going to have to go back really, really soon. You need to go back soon. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I knew it wasn't, because like ghosts are they're a bad superstition, I think, right? Is that correct? Don't be ashamed, Chelsea. Not everyone can get there all the time. No reason to be ashamed. No reason to be ashamed at all. All right, so let's try and circle back to Food and Wine Festival. We've all had our fair share of fun moments in that festival, whether we were working or coming in as a guest. Let's see. Trip was booked last summer. Oh, that's the worst. I waited so long to get my script ready for. You're just gonna have to really fine tune your punctuation, Isaac. That way, when you're be steady. Chris, you've never gone at all, right? Yeah, that's crazy to me, just because like I know you, and but you should definitely go. You should definitely take the little ones there. Definitely do that. I mean, heck, you can even just like go with your wife as an adult. Then you're cool with that too. What's your favorite booth? What is your favorite booth at Food and Wine? That is a solid question. I would love to hear everybody's answers on that. So I love France because of the escargot croissant, but I also love the Greece stand because their spanakopita is so good. Okay, is it spanakopita or spanakopita? I don't know exactly how you would word it, but either way, it's delicious. I love Greek food. I could live off of Greek food. I'm going to buy my first annual pass. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I'm so excited for you, Elliot. I hope you enjoy it and go as many times as you possibly can to get your worth out of that pass. That'll be fun for you. That's definitely a park I want to go to. I want to go to all the Disney parks around the world, so I'm looking forward to whenever I actually get to do it. PC, they do? So for those who aren't Canadian in this, PC is President's Choice. It is a grocery brand. It's like kind of like the store brand, but because they're part of like this whole like conglomerate of different stores, a whole bunch of stores carry it. So I will tell, maybe I'll pick some up tomorrow. Good call. Thanks, Hannah. That's awesome. All right. Okay. Let's see the Japan booth for the steamed bun. Oh, you've never had it before. Okay, that's really delicious. It is really good. I agree with you. The steamed bun is definitely up there on the things you gotta try. Disneyland Japan would be fun. Yeah, Disneyland Japan would be fun. Agreed. I want to go around World Showcase with Heather for the Food and Wine Festival because I'm intrigued. I want to like only try vegan and vegetarian foods the entire time I'm there one day, like at least for one day. And I feel like Heather just knows what's good and what's not because she tries it all. So I feel like I just want to do that with her. I feel like it would be so much fun. Oh, you like the Canada booth? It is really good. I like the Canada booth for the scallops more than anything. I know a lot of people go there for the cheese soup and the steak, but the scallops are like delicious. Yeah, Hannah just loves the Pico. Yeah, for sure. Yes, please, Heather, let's do it. Let's do a whole day where it's just that kind of stuff. I would love that. I would definitely love that. And like I was pescatarian for 3 or 4 years and I loved it. So Food and Wine booth, anything in Italy, Australia, Brazil. Okay, yep, solid. Hi, Ron. Everybody welcome Ronald to the stream. Anything, see, and so I can't say that I don't even know if I've ever stopped at the Australia booth for food. I don't know if I have. I know like I've stopped at Italy for sure. Brazil I definitely have. I don't know. I don't know. I can't think if I did or not. Maybe I'm going to look it up. Australia menu. Epcot. Sorry if I'm clacking. There's Hannah and Ron. I'm going to go back and forth. Okay, here's the Australia booth. Hang on. Let me see here. No, you know what? I know, okay, because I don't particularly care for pavlova. And that was one thing that turned me off of it that one time, for sure. I've never tried lamb. I don't really care to ever try lamb. But I don't know why I never stopped and got this shrimp. Because I feel like Aussie shrimp would be good. Interesting. And yeah, maybe I'll have to. Oh, yeah, that's pretty late. Okay, thanks, Alia. Well, thank you for coming on the stream, and I hope to see you next week. So we'll be back here Wednesday evening at 7 p.m. talking about all that is new at Walt Disney World Resort, or at least up until that point. So thank you for joining. That's really exciting. I'm glad you could join us all the way from France. That's awesome. Da-da. I'm just trying to think of all the other things that I have eaten there. They switch everything around. I remember, so I got the Guinness cheese once, which is weird. I know earlier I said I'm not a cheese fan. I'm not a cheese fan, but I'm a huge Guinness fan. So I'm like, this Guinness cheese must be delicious. So I got it. No. I'll never do that again. I was so disappointed. Like, just like all I could taste is like old cheese and like burnt Guinness. So I don't know. Maybe other people have other thoughts on it, but I did not enjoy it. It was not good. It was not good. Not good. Da, da, da. Let's see here. So okay, because there's all these different food booths in different countries that are not normally in the World Showcase, I'm really intrigued to know what countries you would love to see as a permanent pavilion in Epcot. I think that's a really, really interesting topic. Lots of people have different thoughts on it. So I'm just intrigued as to what country you might want to see represented there permanently. Greece is up there for me too. Yeah, I agree. Greece would be awesome. I feel like Greece would be perfect to have because, I mean, this is the way I think about it. Everyone says like the Olympic Games are where the whole world comes together kind of as one. Even though you compete against each other, you're like coming together as one in one common interest. So why wouldn't it be in the World Showcase? If the whole world can gather around one massive sporting event that started out in Greece, why can't that be in the World Showcase? I feel like that's just for me, it's whatever. Why wouldn't you think that? But I don't know. Ron says Egypt. Egypt would be interesting. I have there's some people that live near me that are Egyptian, and their food always smells good. So, well, you know what? They don't really live around here anymore, but it did always smell good. It did smell good. What other countries? I'm thinking... Yes, I agree. I think Greece would be like number one. Yeah, and I think... Do you know how much you could do with the World Showcase if you had a Greece pavilion and it was an Olympic year? It would be huge. You could do massive things. Massive. Oh, flavors from... Yes, that is a very good booth. That is a very good booth, Nat. Solid choice there. Solid choice. I wonder... I'm going to see if I can find... 2020... Okay, so this is not my website that I'm going to put on here, but it's just something to kind of go through. It talks about like all the different food and the menu items and the cost points and stuff from last year's festival. So I'm just going to pop this right in there. So this basically just kind of shows you everything that was available last year at the festival. Let's see. Let me see. I'm going to... Yeah, so Hannah, I don't know if I told you this, but the last escargot thing I got was not the escargot croissant. It was like a little tart, and I wasn't a fan. So I hope they bring back the croissant this year. Okay, so what Nat was saying, she liked the flavors from Fire, and let's talk about what they had. They had, last year, the corned beef corner route, which was smoked corned beef with crispy potatoes, cheese curds, pickled onions, and beer cheese fondue. They had the chimichurri up offense, which was charred chimichurri skirt steak on a smoked corn cake with pickled vegetable slaw and cilantro aioli. I love cilantro. You won me over with that. And I love chimichurri, so. And then you have the s'mores whoopie pie eon. Oh, pylon. Sorry. Capital L. I mean, capital I, lowercase l. Looks the same to me. Okay, so it was a smoked chocolate cake, graham cracker, marshmallow, chocolate ganache, and candied bacon. Okay. And the beverages, you have your Bell seasonal beer from Michigan. You have Ed Mead's Zinfandel from Mendocino County, and Swine Brine featuring Jim Beam bourbon. Flavors from Fire is always the truth. Yeah, he would love that one. That's right up his alley. Always what he's into. Okay, so let's see from last year. No, Justin's not on here tonight, so he'll hear it from me later. He is not here this evening. Let's see. What did Canada have last year? Let's just see. Now I'm confused. So it says here last year Canada only had the cheddar cheese soup and the filet mignon. But I got scallops. That was the Festival of Holidays. Never mind. Incorrect. Wait, have we spoken about Violet Lemonade yet? As that is. The Violet Lemonade. So that was huge. I think the Violet Lemonade is Flower and Garden, though, because it has an edible flower on it, right? Hannah, you're more than enough. Hannah, don't even worry about it. I think it's because Justin and Ron like to go back and forth with each other. They always miss each other, so. Yeah, typical. Only 2 options in Canada. I know. Like, we're a melting pot country. We should have a million things on the menu. But what do I know? What do I know? All right, so let me see. Of course. Yeah, see? Yeah, Ron has to make up for himself. Look what you did, Ron. Hurting Hannah's feelings. Okay. I'm just trying to think, like, what other countries would I love to see in the World Showcase? Let me think. Let me think. So Greece is, like, still my number 1. I just keep thinking Greece in my head. I know a lot of people want to see Brazil put into the pavilions. What? I believe they fixed the soup. Oh, they started making it differently, and I think they went back to the normal one. Israel would be amazing, Cheryl. Yes. Yes, yeah. Cheryl, I 100% agree with you. I think Israel would be an incredible option to bring in. Yes. I absolutely agree with you. Like, I've seen pictures and stuff of different areas in Israel, and it just looks so pretty. I don't understand why it's not represented enough. So I agree with you wholeheartedly, Cheryl. It should definitely be up there. Definitely. Okay, again, so if you're just joining us, welcome to the stream. I'm pretty sure it's been the same people, but that's great because I love you all for joining. But if you're brand new here, welcome. I'm SwishWilly, aka Lindsay. Make sure you give this stream a big thumbs up and share it out to your friends and family. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell to make sure you never miss one of these live streams. That's my PSA. Okay, yeah, Africa. Africa would be great because I feel like they kind of get the short end of the stick because they have like that little random corner. But yeah, I think that would be really, really good. Yeah. The only thing I can see them not putting it into the World Showcase is because it has such a heavy presence in Animal Kingdom. But what's the issue with having it in two places? I don't see one. Because they have, like, Asia is represented pretty heavily in Animal Kingdom as well. I guess different parts of it, but still, you have different parts of Africa. Da, da. I'm just trying to go through everything, make sure we're chit-chatting about it all. I'm going to check out now, do the time zone. Yeah, thank you so much, Rachel, for coming in. It's always a pleasure having you here. I miss you dearly, and I hope that this is over soon enough that we can finally hang out together, maybe even visit Disney World together. I mean, that little Story Village. Yes, Ron, that little Story Village Traders. I know, it's like, it's just a shame because, like, you don't even realize it's there half the time. More than half the time, I'd say. Let's see here. Hops and barley. Hops and barley, I believe I always enjoyed. Let me just double check. Yes. Yes, I did. Okay, so Hops and Barley had, like, the lobster roll. They had the seafood boil. That was up in the American Adventure, I think. And they had carrot cake. I don't like cake, so I didn't have any. But I know that that's there. That's where I think they had the... No, it's not. It was at Fife and Drum. It was where the Hansen beer was. So, yeah. Let me see. I'm just going through last year's menu to see. Okay. This, I always try to avoid this as much as I possibly can, because it drives me nuts. Okay, so for those of you who are geographically knowledgeable about how the World Showcase is laid out, you know that Refreshment Port is fairly close to Canada. It goes like Refreshment Port, that weird DVC booth, and then Canada. For whatever reason, instead of putting this in the Canada Pavilion, they put it in Refreshment Port. And they put a traditional poutine. For those who don't know what a poutine is, it's a poutine. It's fries, cheese curds, and beef gravy. I don't know why they put it in Refreshment Port when it's a Canadian dish. I don't know. I'll never figure it out, but it irks me to this day. Every time I'm there, I'm like, oh yeah, there's the random poutine place. But, you know, I guess we all kind of judge things that we're super knowledgeable about. We're like, whatever you think it's not really done right. I guess we all kind of do it. Maybe me more than others. I don't know. With you and see, thank you, Nat. I'm not the only one that thinks that that's the most bizarre thing. Like, why wouldn't you just push it over by 20 feet and put it in Canada? It doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know, maybe they think that the line's going to be too long because the Canada line's always crazy with the filet mignon, but they can't have their own food. I mean, they do a good job with bringing in the Canadian drinks for the festival. But I'm not the biggest fan that they put like one of the most signature and iconic foods you can get in Canada in refreshment board. It's weird. It's weird. Yeah, so this year, I'm just glad the puts it. Yeah, I mean, yes, be grateful that it's there. It's just not in the right spot. So, I don't know. So Canada had, last year they had the apricot and maple syrup beer. That is a weird, it's weird. It's probably great. I mean, it's maple syrup, so how wrong can it get? But you know what I mean. Let's see. Ron, have you ever heard of apple and cheddar cheese pie? Apparently that's, Hannah says that's a thing, and I looked it up and it looks disgusting. But hey, what would you like to see added to the Canada Pavilion? In terms of like what, Chelsea? Are you thinking like what types of merchandise? Do we want character meet and greets? Do we want a different type of attraction? In what kind of way are we talking here? Because this could be a whole stream in itself, folks. Yes, it's because people would revolt if the rice soup weren't there and they can only cook 2 things in the onstage. Okay, fine. Do you like apple and cheddar cheese pie? Is that like normal? Everything. Oh, Chelsea, you're opening up a whole thing now. Oh God. Okay, so this is what I would like to see. I personally think that they should kind of take away the DVC booth that's in Canada and replace it with a Duke Kaboom meet and greet. Because apparently Brother Bear wouldn't do enough. So, because they've had it before and it just didn't perform the way they wanted. So I think having a Duke Kaboom meet and greet right there would be awesome. What else would I do? I mean, I'd love to see a Poutine bar happen in the chateau. I mean, it won't happen. But if I have my blue sky ideas, I think having like a Poutine hockey kind of sports bar, even if it's not just hockey, they could put like hockey, basketball, put that in there. I think that would be awesome. What else? Oh my God. My head's gonna hurt now, Charles. Love to see fries and dressing from Newfoundland, like a poutine but stuffing instead of curds. Oh, I've had something like that beforehand. It's super delicious. Why isn't there a Canadian princess? I know. There should be a Canadian princess. Because we know she'd be pretty cool. She would be very, very cool. I think so. So many things they could do. Yukon Rons. Good Lord. Yukon Rons. Oh my. Oh God. Okay. And look at this. See, now you're dropping people off my stream. I'm just kidding. There is one. Abril. I think we meant like Disney princesses. Oh, thanks, Ron. Oh, now this turned into a whole... I feel like we're going to need like a whole different stream of like blue sky ideas and what we would do to the parks. So I think that'd be really cool. Avril Lavigne. Avril Lavigne is our Canadian princess. Yes, she is. And Shania Twain is our queen. Celine Dion will be the grandmother. The queen's mother. Even though she's probably pretty close in age. Hi, Under the Sea Bubble Popper. That's a fun name. Welcome to the stream. We were talking about we were talking about Epcot and the Food and Wine Festival, and we were also chit-chatting about like things we would change about certain areas of the park if we could have our way. So yeah, exactly. Michael Bublé meet and greet. Yes. I think that they should make, I know it's a Pepsi product, so it's never going to happen, but I feel like they should sell bubbly in the Canada Pavilion, but like every can should have it say like Bublé in like black permanent marker, because let's get real, we all call it Bublé anyway. So I hate that it's a Pepsi product, only in the sense that it'll never ever end up at the parks, but you know. More Canadian snacks. Yeah, they need Nanaimo bars. That they 100% need that. They need butter tarts. They should bring in like maple fudge. It's really funny because like I'm not a big sweets person, but like I know what works because everyone else in my family likes sweet stuff. Let's see. You know what my number one thing that I would want to see in the Canada Pavilion? I want Off Kilter back. That's what I want. I miss Off Kilter. They were the epitome of the Canada Pavilion. They had huge crowds every night. So, I don't know. It's just... I want Off Kilter back so bad. So bad. Okay, yeah, beaver tails would be solid. Lots of people love beaver tails. That reminds me of the Rideau Canal. Like skating and getting a beaver tail. No, they should do. They should have some of the people that designed the ice sculptures for Winterlude do that for Festival of the Arts outside of the Canada Pavilion. I think that would be really smart. I know it gets really hot there, but it's also the colder time of the year, so. Or Michael Bublé. Charles, they can't get Michael Bublé at Epcot. So let's take the L on that, but take the W on Off Kilter. So I just want Off Kilter back. Hot chocolate and beaver tails. Yep. I agree. I'm gonna have Off Kilter in my head all night now. Because remember when they did the run away? That would be really cool to have a skating rink inside. That would be very cool. I also think it would be kind of cool. So they're not going to do this. They just made the attraction. They just fixed it all up. But let's say they want to make it like an actual like attraction. I think what would be really cool is if you did like, it would have to just space wise, they would need it to be like a simulator kind of ride. But I feel like if you did something like Star Tours, but like you were like the hockey puck in a hockey game. So you're like going all over the place. I feel like that would just be kind of fun. Or like being something that flew onto the rink in the middle of like a huge hockey game. I think would be fun. Oh, yes. Yes, tir. Yeah, I don't know what they call that in English. What do they call that in English? We call it tir. It's you boil maple syrup. And you pour it on snow, and you take a popsicle stick and you turn it. And I don't know, we call it tir. It's just called maple syrup on snow. It doesn't have a name. Oh. I know you couldn't host that one. You would not enjoy that. Okay. What is that? Is it just maple syrup on snow? It doesn't. You'd think it would have a name. Oh, you don't know the English name either? Okay. Do you call it tir, Hannah, or do you just say it's hot maple syrup on a stick? I don't know. I don't even know if anyone in my family would know the English name of it. Interesting. Maple taffy. I guess that makes sense. That could definitely be it. funny that this just turned into a whole let's talk about Canada now. What about being able to participate in a hockey fight on this? Ronald, that is not family friendly for a Disney park to be involved in a fight. I don't know, Chelsea. It's like, I don't know. Have you ever had it, Chelsea, where you boil it and you pour it on snow so it cools it down, and then you have to like turn your popsicle stick along it? Well, hockey is Canadian, the fighting is... Oh, this is opening up a can of worms now. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Okay, so let's get back on topic. Okay, so we have... There's not really all that much that was announced yet for the Food and Wine Festival. But when there are updates, you bet your bottom dollar we'll be talking about it, won't we? We will be talking about it. I have so many tabs on my computer open. I just wanted to make sure I didn't miss anything. Let me see. What about Canadian Tire? What are you on about? Oh, opening up a Canadian Tire. It's so weird. So weird. Oh my god, a pizza booth. Oh my god. And you get a free slice if the Raptors win. If the Raptors win by 10, you get a free pizza slice. Okay, I'm just trying to think here. I feel like I'm just doing a lot of this whole like mumbling. I don't know. I guess there's not really all that much more to discuss about the Food and Wine Festival because not all that much info has been talked about except for basically the opening days, the things you can definitely expect, like the Canada booth, hops and barley, the really popular ones that are kind of just like staples on everybody's food and wine passports. But yeah, so I think what we'll end up doing, we've been on for, I don't know how long now. We've been on for about an hour, 20 minutes. So I think we're going to cut it now, and then we will reconvene next Wednesday on, what's next Wednesday? What's the actual date next Wednesday? The 7th. Okay, easy enough. We're going to meet back here April 7th at 7 p.m. So same time, same channel. Make sure you come right back over to SwishWilly and Disney. We'll be talking all things Disney because it's WDW Wednesdays. So thank you so much for joining us this evening, and I will see you next Wednesday. Have an awesome day.